Rainbow serpent. This powerful ancestral being teaches respect and responsibility. I lost my shit earlier. Not cool. I think I'm emotive. Highly emotive. So yes, I need some learning from this ancestral being. The rainbow serpent. Who else has lost their shit recently? Anybody? Anybody? We all do it sometimes. It's okay to be over something. It's okay to be like, I've just rejected all my fucking life. It's okay. It's okay to feel that way. You got to process the emotion and then push through it, you know? This Barbara O'Neill, wonderful woman, Australia chased her out of town because she was actually teaching people how to heal themselves at home. But she says, you know, don't explode on people because you don't know what kind of effect your words will have. So you're probably better off, you know, exploding quietly, feeling all the feelings. Maybe a way to do it would be yell at the camera, think you're going to post, but don't post and just delete. But you've expressed the emotion. I'll do that next time, that's for sure. But anyway, let's hear what the rainbow serpent has to tell us. The rainbow serpent represents an Aboriginal perspective on the divine, spirit and creation. Details vary across regions, but commonly the serpent was one of the first dreamtime creatures on the earth, containing all other creatures within its belly. Oh, so it ate everything. Its moving body gave shape to the rivers, hills and creeks. Its resting place is coiled in a waterhole. Rainbows form when it travels from one watering hole to the next. This story reminds us of the role of water in the cycle of life, of our stewardship of this vital resource, and of our responsibility to the land. It is a symbol of fertility and abundance. Beautiful. Beautiful. That's a really nice message. All right. Let's see. Let's just get a random message. Random. It's random. What does integrity mean to you? Being honest. Being able to be honest around somebody. Feeling free to being yourself. Just being authentically you. And even if that is 10 people wrapped up in one, well, if that's who you are, that's who you are. And that's okay. We all have run the gamut of emotions. And if we can keep the same tone the whole time, good for you. But if you can put on accents and you can speak like this, or you can do this, or you could do that, or this, you can do whatever you want. Just be who you are, you know? Like, and don't worry about being judged by anybody because everybody's going through their own shit. They don't really give a shit about you, you know, in perspective. It also, integrity also means being who you say you are. And you know what? One thing I know is I remember odd things. Weird things. Like I kind of have the memory of an ox, and due to like trauma, the 2-second memory of a but you tell me something and I'll remember it. You know what I mean? Like I will remember. And then questioning somebody about it afterwards because I've got Scorpio and my chart. So I'll bring up the same thing and they'll come up with a different story. Yeah, that's when somebody kind of gives away their integrity, in my opinion. But why was I looking? Why was I looking anyway for them to give up their integrity? really have spoken to one person in the past couple of years, and that's been somebody who I've had to speak to because we have shared responsibilities. And yeah, I've wanted to prove him wrong, prove him to be who he is in my eyes. But why? I mean, he can go be whoever he wants. It's not up to me to judge. Let it go. Anything that you're kind of holding on to really tight, the hot rock in your hand, I'm dropping it. It's just when that rock keeps jumping back in your hand, you learn to put it down. It's a beautiful story about the rainbow serpent that reminds us of the rainbows. And that's just amazing that a rainbow is just that snake going from waterhole to waterhole. Beautiful. I mean, I would have said it was the sun and the rain mixed together creates a rainbow. Oh, no, that's not a sale. Sales go cha-ching, cha-ching. I'm going to show you guys some of my products. Anyone who's still listening now is a soldier, because generally things don't get listened to all the way through. A trick you could use is listen to it times 2, and that way you'll be able to fit in more. We're all so busy. And you know what? Our brand of love is not always good for everyone. Someone is spying on you still. They're still on their shit. Let them try. They are sadly destroying themselves. It's sad. It is really sad if somebody's doing that to you. I hope they're not. But if they are, just remember, cut your cords all the time. Keep your energy clear. Make sure you're clearing the energy within your house. Washing your mirrors. Always use, like if you want to clear, use like a vinegar or even an apple cider vinegar or an alcohol on your mirrors to keep them clean. A lot of people do mirror magic and bullshit like that. You know what you can do? You can face 2 mirrors together and they can just have it straight back. Otherwise, send it back to them in that way. I think it's disgusting that other people want to hurt other people. Like, I come from a heart-centered place, like truly. I don't wish horribleness onto anyone, but I am of the belief you get what you give. But I would never go out of my way to hurt somebody purposely. Have I been, involved in a group of women bitching before? Yeah, I have. And you know what that does? And I did really notice that a couple of years ago. I was at this thing, and one of the girls that we used to go to school with is doing awesome, or she was doing awesome. She had this part on a TV show, and it was like, I was just thinking, you champion. But a lot of the girls were like ripping her down a bit about it, and it was like, you're just jealous. Like, that's straight out just being jealous. No, I think, and I just stood up for it a little bit. Not that she deserved it from me. No, she really didn't. But it's not about that. It's about being heart-centered and just being happy for other people rather than being like, jealous. Like, what's that going to get you? What's it going to get you? Honestly, be real, mate. Being jealous. Oh, actually, there was one girl I was really jealous of. Basically, she pointed out to me once, she goes, I couldn't believe the way those boys were speaking to you, and I grew up with brothers. So I didn't really know that there was a level of respect that should be had towards women, and really didn't have a whole lot of respect for myself, clearly, because this woman, she said to me, yeah, if they were speaking to me like that, I just wouldn't have put up with it. Oh, man, I must have taken full offense, because I think I gunned for her ever since. And I said some shit things to her, and even her husband ended up getting myself hated. I love her. I've got so much respect for the girl. I don't even know why I would do that. But I said, I I remember you met him when I met your new man for the first time. I met this guy too, which was the brother, and I was like, yeah, you said, oh, why didn't I meet you first while you were drunk? I don't know if she said it or she didn't. Maybe I probably made it up just to be a cunt, you know. Maybe I didn't, but why would I say that? Like, honestly, I'm truly sorry for having done that, because that would have caused issue. That would have made it awkward. Like, what a bitch I was to do that. And that's honestly a girl that I was slightly cut with, clearly, because she had respect for herself and I didn't. She grew up with sisters and a brother and knew how to be 35 to demand it, 40 to really own it. And I think I've suffered for, you know, that shitty behavior. But if I could take it back, I would. Like, now, coming from where I'm at now, I just wouldn't be that person. I wouldn't be somebody who would say that and, you know, think it was funny. Whether I was drunk or not, and I was drunk when I said it, it's not funny. That's someone's life. You know, I like to say I'm not jealous, but how could you recognize something in someone else if you don't have it yourself? You know what I mean? Like, if it's outside of you, it's within you. The threshold. And that's Kuan Yin. She was actually Kuan Yin was very much one of my guides when I first started my healing journey. I was really in a situation that just seemed impossible, like I was trapped. I wrote a story about a butterfly being trapped in a glass case on the wall. It couldn't do it. You know, the butterfly was trapped there. And I was like, hello, help me, I'm behind the glass case, let me out. I had to let myself out, you know, I had to smash that glass myself. And it took a long time, but I did it. And no matter what position we're in, we can always smash that glass. We can always push through. When things seem like they're the most hopeless, when you push through and rise up like the phoenix, which you're going to, if you're doing it hard, you're going to, because you've got no other choice. And that's where the diamonds are found. The diamonds are found while you're getting crushed, while you're in that, when your back's up against the wall, basically. All the things that, you know, you think that are your trauma, you're able to find pieces of gold within that trauma. And, you know, maybe it's not for everybody. Maybe some people wouldn't be able to bounce back or wouldn't be able to come back after, you know, really destructive kind of situations, or, you know, situations that they didn't think they were going to make it through, but they did. Maybe they'd be wrecked forever. I kind of think sometimes that some of my adversaries or people that put me in positions like that, they kind of give away clues. If they're going to do that to you with the intent to destroy you, they couldn't handle that same situation themselves. So anyway, I'm going to end it here. Onward, Christian soldiers.